Hey loves, it's Tia and I've got a question for you. What are you going to do this winter? For those of you, if you're like me or T, who did a lot of wash and goes this summer, that was pretty fun. It's kind of a hard thing to do now when half the time I don't even want to jump in the shower. I mean, I do. Don't don't judge me. No, but it's not. But it gets really cold. But hair takes a long time, and styles that we used to do during the summer that we go outside and 10 minutes later our hair is dry, that's not happening now. So now that it's colder, she doesn't do as much wash and goes, and she's just been wearing her hair straight. Like, I don't let her flat iron it more than 2 times a month, and so sometimes she'll wear her straightened hair for like 3 weeks, and then she'll do that back to back. So what happens is, I've been noticing she has dry scalp issues, like major flakes. One of the things I guess this video explores, I mean, we're showing you her very first braid out on natural hair. I mean, she is tripping. She does not like hairstyles that get big. Alright, that's her style. That's her, that's what she does. She likes it like really flat, and she was able to do that with the wash and goes and of course with the flat irons, but now she can't really do wash and goes. So I was trying to find a style alternative for her. She liked the braid out, but she said she didn't trust it not to get big during the day. But she'd have to just experiment with that. She'd have to, like, on a day off of school, just do braid out and watch what it does. I experimented with the products that I used in her hair to make it the way that it came out, so that it was the technique that I used and the products that I used was with keeping in mind that she wanted her length and she didn't want it big. I like big hair most of the time, so I do a different technique on my hair.
Okay, so for this braid out, because she wanted to retain length, I went ahead and did it on hair that was about 70% air dried, 70-80% air dried. If you do your braid out on soaking wet hair, then you will achieve tighter definition, and that will eat up some of your length until you keep stretching it further out. So it's kind of a given or an exchange. She will have defined texture, but it won't be as tight and it won't last as long because it was done on mostly air dried hair. I used 4 different products to define, to help with the definition, and I'll go over that in a little. Also, one other thing I find is really difficult for me, I don't know if it's not even probably supposed to be done, but doing cornrows or corn braids on wet hair, I find that is just asking to get hair ripped out for some reason. The hair is already in a fragile state and then it's being pulled on, so it is ideal, I think, to wait until the hair is mostly dry and gets back some of its strength before pulling through it, like how I have to do to get the corn braid. Then if you wanted to, after you did your corn braid, then you could spritz it with whatever you wanted to add that extra moisture, but doing it on wet hair is asking for trouble. Okay, so in this architecture of the scheme of things, I did 4 or 5 on the top row and on the top half, and then 4 or 5 corn braids on the bottom half, because number 1, I'm not good at cornrow or corn braiding, and number 2, I think that just allows you more styling, definition and stuff like that. I don't know, but that was just easier for me. And then I did the front going in a certain direction. You want to place your braids into the direction of where you want your hair to fall. Okay, so for this set I used 4 products. I used Jane Carter Nourish and Shine, Taliah Waajid, I'm probably saying it wrong, Lock It Up, Aubrey Honeysuckle Rose Conditioner, and then at the end you'll see me spritzing it with Giovanni's LA Hold Hair Spritz. And this was just to get the definition that I got in the shine. Each product served its own purposes, for sculpting, definition, shine, and conditioning, moisture. You have to think of all of those things, and since I had problems in the past with getting her hair sculpted and defined, I really used those 4 with a purpose. It took a little bit of experimenting, but I think I found the 4 products and the technique that would work, that works for her to give her definition, shine, let her hold on to some of her length while she has a braid out. And that's just the best way to find out what works for your hair. Just experiment when you have a day off, and you'll find something that works for you.
You know, share with us, guys, what are your winter hairstyling plans, especially those of you who did a lot of wet styles. Like, that's probably going to be definitely done with over the next few weeks. Some people are experiencing snow, 17 degrees weather. We've never even heard of that kind of weather here before. FL, y'all. But yeah, we don't even know about that weather. So share with us, for those of y'all who could wet your hair and go outside and get ice pops hanging from from your hair, what are you gonna do as an alternative styling with the consideration of your scalp care and try not to catch pneumonia? Alright, we'd love to hear from you, and check you later.